Hello and welcome back to Peace Talk / Pop. I am your host, John Sullivan. I am all alone in the studio today. I'm just hanging out by myself. I'm about to call my good friend Mary and my other good friend Anne. So I think I'm going to go ahead and call Anne first and explain to her that Mary will be joining us also because our regular co-host, Alex, is traveling and Caitlin was unavailable. So it looks like it's just me. Andre, one of our friendly co-hosts from last semester, will be coming up to help me with the finishing of the recording, but I think I've got it down pretty pat. This Rodecaster is fairly simple. So, all right, here we go. Calling Anne.
Hello, sir.
Anne, welcome to the podcast.
Oh my gosh, hey.
It's me, John Sullivan, your friendly co-host.
Can I put my AirPods in?
Oh, yeah, sorry, I forgot to text you before.
That's all right, you know.
First time jitters, what can you do?
What's up, everybody?
Yeah.
How's it going?
I'm trying to figure out what volume level I should have you at. Sorry. Let's see.
How does it sound?
It sounds pretty good, honestly. I think it's maybe try and talk a little more into the microphone, but other than that, I think we're doing gold.
All right. I might just talk a little bit louder. That's
okay,
what I'll do.
that too. All right. So, first of all, oh, sorry, I leaned away from the microphone there. First of all, how you doing? How's the old quarantine treating you?
Oh, ye old quarantine sucks. Oh my gosh.
It's not fun.
I just being home is not an ideal situation right now, and being stuck in a house is not an ideal situation.
No, definitely not. Not what we want.
Definitely not at all. I just want to be back at school with my pal.
I believe that. I understand it too. I do too. I called 5 or 6 different people because we figured out Alex wasn't going to be available kind of last minute. And so I called 5 or 6 people to see if I could get us another host. And I did find us one person who we're about to call and link in. Her name is Mary. She's been in many of my English classes. I don't know if you guys know each other. She's in theater, but she's a good girl. She's a very nice young lady. She's a sophomore at Peace. And we're about to add her to the call if that's all right with you, Anne.
That's fine.
Okay.
Mary, what's her last name?
I don't remember. We're gonna ask her in just a second.
That
fair. Would normally insult. That would normally insult someone, listener. But if you know me, you know that it's not okay. Insulting because I don't have the best of memories. I got a lot going on in this big brain. Yeah, I got a lot going on up here. All right, I'm adding her to the call.
Hello,
Mary. You are on the podcast. Hold on one second. I'm going to merge the call with Anne.
Okay, sounds good.
Hello?
Hello.
Oh, look at that. All right, Mary, first of all, first question for Mary. What is your last name?
Hannah.
Okay. Anne, do you know her?
I don't think so.
Anne Evans, virtually. Please meet Mary. Mary, please meet
Mary.
Anne.
Hi, Anne. Did I just say hi, Anne?
What?
No, you said hi, Mary. Oh, okay. I thought I might have accidentally said hi, Anne. Jesus.
We are sailing smoothly 4 minutes into this podcast. All right.
Oh, boy.
So, Mary, I asked Anne first and foremost before we connected to you, how's the podcast or how is the quarantine life?
The quarantine life is pretty good. I've been cleaning out my closet,
deep cleaning.
I mean, I didn't have time to do that before. So
I understand that.
Yeah.
Where are you at?
I'm in Stanford with my parents. Yeah. So
yeah, Anne has
it's a good time.
Anne has a better place that she is than both of us. Anne is at the beach.
I have a beach.
Oh, that is nice.
It's so crazy because there's so many tourists here, and yesterday, our local sheriff department had to go to the beach and kick people off because there were hundreds of people.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
that's
people aren't taking this seriously.
Crazy. No, they're not.
They should be.
It's not.
I feel like it's been slightly
okay.
overhyped to the point of people, stockpiling groceries, but at the same time, it is something that should be taken seriously, and I'm taking it seriously because of my mom, obviously, and I know a lot of other people who are taking it seriously because of elderly family members and stuff like that, so that's good, but more people should be doing the precautionary things that are recommended to us.
Right.
Like yesterday, I went out to the beach, but I made sure I was like 30 feet away from every human life form.
I'm just gonna
good.
bring my long stick out, which is for
Your long stick.
for you non-lacrosse listeners. That
Yeah.
is the defenseman's stick. It's 6 feet long and like an inch, maybe 2 inches. I don't know. It might be 6'3", but yeah. And so I'll just reach that out, and including my arm, that's about 8 feet. So if you
it'll
get
be like
within
an
that, you're gonna
extension
get
of your body.
jabbed. Yeah, if you get within that little 8-foot circle there, you're getting jabbed right in the ribs. I will poke check you, sir. Please back away. And that's how I'm gonna go through Harris Teeter.
That's how you're gonna get the Harris Teeter.
Exactly.
Smart plan.
Yeah.
Smart plan.
I might just put
Yeah.
a knife on the end of it too, but then it becomes a spear. So actually,
My
no.
biggest concern is lack of good food.
Yes, Anne
Yeah.
is a world-renowned butter noodles chef, and not much else.
Oh my god!
Oh, wow.
Shut up! I know how to cook other things.
Yes, like water and bread.
And Brussels sprouts.
Oh, she's stepping up her
so good.
game, Anne. All right, I
I'm good at
appreciate
that,
it.
but you don't like those. Sully doesn't like.
No,
Brussels
they're
sprouts.
trash.
No, they're
Confirmed
so good.
trash.
They're so good.
All right, well, if
Exactly.
Logan was on the phone, she would also agree that they are
That
good.
they're so good
Yes.
because your taste buds are juvenile.
That's
Yeah.
incorrect, Anne. Incorrect. I am a world-class chef.
I'd probably say mine are more juvenile because I don't eat anything. But
It's okay. It's
I
all
like
right.
I like Brussels sprouts, and that's all that matters.
That is a good thing to like, Last night was Logan and mine's 3-year anniversary. Hold on, ready?
Nice.
Oh wow!
There we go.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
How did you
Was
celebrate?
that too loud? Sorry. I had it
No,
turned up.
it was perfect.
Okay, good. All right. I didn't want to blow your eardrums out there, friends. But anyways, so before the madness set in, we went to the store and we got some cod, which is a fish.
That's nice.
Yes, for
Yep.
those out there who don't know. And I breaded it. I dipped it in egg wash, and then I breaded it with flour and breadcrumbs with some Cajun seasoning, and then I did a double.
Oh yeah.
I double dipped it into the egg wash, and then again in the breadcrumbs, so it had a nice thick outer coating of the breadcrumbs, and then I lightly fried it in canola oil, and so we had cod, and then I also got us filet mignon, and
Wow.
I grilled that.
Wow.
It was medium rare, and then we had a Caesar salad, and for dessert, I baked us chocolate chip cookies with milk. I
Aw.
baked
Yeah.
the milk.
Sign me up.
I baked that
I
milk.
baked the milk.
Yeah.
That sounds so good.
Yeah, it honestly was a delicious meal. It was awesome because we recently got new couches as well, because I'm a big boy certified. For those of you who don't know, I'm just a large fella. But
A large man.
I did not fit on my family's old couches, which they gifted to me for my first apartment. And I was like, okay, well, we need new ones. And so Logan and I had saved up like $300 for a vacation. And then we realized, well, we're not going on vacation anytime soon. And we would
No,
rather be
true.
able to sit comfortably in our house. So we spent
fair.
$250 of it on some nice new couches with an ottoman.
yeah.
It's like an L shape. It's so stupid comfortable. So we actually are able to sit together now, because on our old couches we couldn't even sit together. So we sat together and watched TV. I think we watched The Simpsons
Nice.
because it's on Disney Plus, which is awesome
Right.
because that show is criminally underrated. Everything that every other show does, The Simpsons did it first. And like
I
I know
guess that's true.
I know that people like will argue with me that it's not underrated because there's so many fans of it out there. But amongst like my friends, it's not one of the more referenced shows, and it honestly is so funny. I'm 9 episodes into the first season, and it's already like, wow, these people are just.
And there's so many seasons
They're
of
hitting
that
their
show.
strides, and like I'm getting belly laughs every night. Which, by the way, guys,
Wow.
this is this is Peace Talks and Peace Pop. And
We're doing both.
you know, Mary, Peace
We're talking
Talks.
pop right now.
Peace Talks is stuff on campus, things going on in our personal lives, that kind of thing. Peace Pop is pop culture. So right now we can talk, you know, shows we're watching, stuff like that. We'll do some pop first.
Oh man, I'm in dire need of some binge-worthy Netflix or Hulu or whatever.
Do you got Disney Plus?
I just started a show.
What show?
Little Fires Everywhere.
Interesting. Never heard of it.
Where's
it's
it on?
Reese Witherspoon. It's on Hulu.
Oh,
It
I've
is
seen
good.
commercials.
Oh,
for
I
that.
did see an advertisement for that. Yeah.
And it has Kerry Washington in it, too. Yeah,
Reese Witherspoon is a great actress.
she really is.
Yeah.
It's so good so far. I'm only like, well, I think they're coming out like weekly. I think there are only like 3 episodes out right now. So,
Yeah.
but I binged like 3 of them yesterday, and it was good. So,
Well, that sounds fun.
yeah.
I've been, like I said, watching The Simpsons. Also, when I get home tonight, I'm excited because I have a new episode of Star Wars The Clone Wars. Alex, good luck blocking me out now. What's up? We're talking Clone Wars. That's right, people. Listen up. It's Sully, and we're talking Clone Wars.
Oh yeah.
It's heating up. We've been introduced to new characters. There's a batch of clones that have, like, more genetic
Cloned.
modifications than your average clone soldiers.
They're
And
super clones.
They are actually. And so one of them reminds me a lot of me because he's a giant man and his name is Wrecker. And
That's you.
yeah, and he's terrified of heights. And that's exactly me. Like, you know, but
Wow.
he can also just pick people up and throw them across a room. And I was like, you know what, Wrecker? I see you. I feel you, bro. But anyways, yeah, so I've been watching Clone Wars. I'm super psyched for that episode tonight. And then other than that, I've been watching Simpsons. And then I
just
should be on that
finished
Curb Your Enthusiasm grind, but
I need to be, but I don't have an HBO account.
I might share with you,
Oh.
Ann. But I've been
You really should.
Yeah, I
All
don't
right.
have one either.
live
For
on the air.
quarantine's sake.
You
Here's
want to
my
know
password.
something? Yeah, you want to know something? I'm so confident in the fact that our listeners are great people, or that there's not that many of them, but mostly the first one, that I will give it out live on the podcast. I'm just kidding.
Maybe not.
Yeah. No, but yeah, and Curb Your Enthusiasm, another excellent television show. Mary, what streaming
great.
services do you have?
I have Disney Plus, I have
Excellent.
Netflix, and I have Hulu. So,
Well, hop
yeah,
on The
same.
Simpsons, honestly, on Disney Plus. That's an excellent one because, I mean, it really is just like, I've laughed out loud like 8 or 9 times in the past 2 days. And that's pretty good for a show that's well over 20
Yeah,
years
good.
old.
Sully never laughed.
Yeah, if there's one thing you know about me, I'm not humorous at all.
at all.
Yeah, this is the
Most
sound that
serious
plays in my
person
head all day long. It's just that, like Eeyore. All right, so
Oh.
what else have you been doing to keep yourself busy, girls?
Sleeping. Honestly,
friends.
I woke up at 1 p.m. today.
I know you did, Ann, because it was when I called you.
I was
Oh yeah.
reading.
You've been reading for
Nice. What are
Dr.
you
Reading stuff for
Newhouse.
school. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah. The
Guess what,
Haunting of
Mary?
Hill House,
I'm not.
baby.
I'm just kidding. Newhouse, I am, in case
we
you
know
listen.
you're not, John. It's okay.
I'm honestly completely avoiding the thought of school until Sunday.
Yeah, Sundays when
Which
I
is
gotta jump
probably
back
not a
into
good
it.
idea.
Yeah, I feel
But
you on
I
that.
tried doing that, and then I saw like emails and stuff from people, and I was like, maybe I should just check Moodle just to see. And then I had
Yeah.
like tons of homework, so I was like, okay, we're just gonna start on it today. It's fun. So
Yeah, I checked Moodle for the first time this morning, and I was like, "Oh, this is terrible. This is awful."
Yeah.
And like what a lot of the professors are doing is like they're like, yeah, we're only gonna meet once a week, like on Google Hangouts. The rest is just like up to you. And I'm like,
Yeah.
that's way too much responsibility.
Yeah, that's the I'm kind of.
Yeah.
You guys are supposed to teach me.
Exactly.
No, I
What
think
are we
this is gonna
paying
go
for?
over okay. I think this is gonna go over all right. I'm just sad because
I think it'll be.
I
have faith
don't
in
get to
our
be on
professors.
campus.
Yeah, I'm just gonna miss everybody.
Me
Being in
too.
class with everybody. I
Yeah,
think that's gonna be the hardest part about all of this.
yeah. I in my quarantine household, I've basically just been ridiculously deep cleaning with Logan. We've been changing the way the house looks, putting up pictures, all sorts of stuff like that. And then I've been using these stirring sticks that I use for my coffee, and I'm building a boat out of them. A tiny
Nice.
one, like
Have you started writing your book?
yes.
Come on. Yes.
Yes, but like barely because I'm building a popsicle stick boat when I should be writing about the real ones. What a buffoon I've been, Anne. Thank you for
What a buffoon.
what a buffoon I've been.
Come on.
I know.
You have so much time. You just
I know, I
gotta do.
I do. Although I've been doing other creative things,
Okay, cool.
Yeah. I'm on
I
my
haven't been-
creativity.
I honestly am not, which is really disappointing. But like, I don't know what to take pictures of. I honestly might lock myself in like my downstairs room and take some like self portraits or something because there's nothing else for me to do. Honestly.
Yeah. My favorite self picture is a blurry one. But
Nice.
yeah, it is. I mean, it's pretty tight. I took it in France. I went
Ooh.
outside to talk to Logan when my dad and I were back at our little like bed and breakfast place for the night, and they had a wall made of windows, and so it was like my full frame reflection, and I took a picture. I think the camera's in focus, but nothing else is. It's pretty tight. It's me holding the camera up to my head and taking a picture of the camera, but I'm all out of focus. It's pretty cool. It's a good one.
Nice.
Yeah. Do something like that, Anne. Also, Photoshop me poorly into a picture. I want that. I need it in my life.
Okay. I got you.
Yeah.
I was just too lazy, if we're being honest.
I know. So, Mary, the other day she asked if we have any like good pictures together because she wanted to make a post for end of the year because unfortunately it came a little early. And I was like, I mean, we have a couple, but I want you to Photoshop me really, really poorly into another picture with you. Like, I want you to take a picture of me where I'm standing with like sky behind me or something and copy and paste that whole thing and just put it over a picture of you and make us like 5 feet apart. I just really, I wanted that so badly. I wanted that ridiculously bad Photoshop really badly. I sent her images of like a man who had photoshopped himself with a tiger, and the tiger looked
so
like,
bad.
yeah, it looked like a low budget animation. And I was like, please do something like this, but with me and you. And she said she would, and then, Anne, you didn't. And for that reason, you've been voted off the island. This is your last. This is your last
You just
sentence.
kicked me out of the podcast.
Yeah, you get 30 seconds to say your goodbyes. Go.
Thanks. Bye.
That's it. All right.
That's
Okay.
it.
All right. So
All I have
now
to say about that.
on to, I guess, talks news. We don't really have much, I mean, it wasn't
Can you talk
a.
about how they postponed graduation, which sucks.
Yeah, that does suck. Of course, mine was a postponed graduation, anyways.
Yeah.
Yay! Wait, no, that wasn't the right one. I meant to hit that one. Yeah, I meant to hit this one, guys. Mine was postponed. There it is. Okay. But
I'm just like,
go ahead.
I'm a little bit confused because if I'm supposed to take summer classes or like classes in May,
Yeah, the May master.
Yeah.
what do I do? Like, how do I sign up? They haven't really expressed any of that. Like, they gave me an email.
You can sign up through My Pacernet for them, but we don't even know if they're still going to happen in the format in which they said they would happen.
Exactly.
So,
That's terrifying.
I had registered like a month ago because I have to take science over the summer,
Mhm.
and I don't even know like how we're gonna do. I mean, I guess they're figuring it out, but like bio, like online, like
Yeah.
the lab portion anyway. So, I guess I'll figure it out.
And like I'm supposed to live at Village Green in May, and like what are they gonna
Yeah,
what to do?
I don't know what.
know.
I hope that, maybe with the whole quarantine thing, if people follow it, unlike the people at the beach, then
Yeah.
Not my fault. It's
You should
all
just-
the stupid tourists.
you
I'm
should just
telling you.
dress in a hazmat suit and walk down the beach spraying mysterious substances
Well,
at people.
here's what's happening. So all of the locals think that they can go to the beach because it's our beach, and like
Right.
if it's just like the local people on
But
the
then
beach,
there's
it's not going to
tourists.
be that big of a deal because there's only like not that many people that live here, and
Right.
but there's so many tourists. Like when I was driving in from Raleigh, like I only passed like one car that was from South Carolina. Everyone else was like Maine, Delaware, Georgia, and I was like, this is ridiculous.
You need to
all
go
need to
Go back
home.
home. Go home.
Exactly.
Honestly,
Go home, Yankees. Get on out of our beach.
get up on out of here.
Hey, you need to take that belt line and go straight on back to Foxborough, Massachusetts, and cry about Tom Brady up there.
Exactly.
Yes,
We
exactly.
can talk about that. That's
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, Mary, what are your takes on this situation? Give them to me live.
What are
on
my
air.
takes? My
Yes.
unathletic,
Wait, I just
artistic
saw
takes were
that he signed to Tampa Bay. I
Yes,
literally
he
Yeah,
signed
the
to Tampa
Buccaneers.
Bay. He's a Buccaneer. I'm upset. Go
They're-
ahead.
disgusting. What?
where all careers go to die in
Exactly.
Florida.
Yeah.
He's now a Buccaneer.
He's just gonna retire there like everyone else.
I
Yeah,
know.
that's where all the old people are. Where all the
Yeah, he's
everything
well.
dies in Florida.
See, the thing is, there's no state income tax in Florida, so I think he
Oh.
probably went to a team that's got good wide receivers and wanted to
What are they
not
gonna
have state
do
income
about-
tax.
What happened to Jameis Winston?
Jameis Winston is awful. He threw 30 interceptions and 30 touchdowns last year. So, although he did get
That'll do it.
contacts this season, so maybe there's that.
Mm,
Also, about to join us is Andre. And I don't think you weren't on the podcast with Andre. Mary.
No, but I've seen him a few times.
Yeah, I got you turned down, but there you go. Turn you up. But I've got some people phone called in.
Yo.
Yeah, this is Mary. She's a sophomore here at Peace, and then Anne. Anne, are you a sophomore too or a junior?
I'm a sophomore.
She's a sophomore as well, and Anne plays lacrosse, and Mary is in theater. And we're
What's
just talking coronavirus, the news that's been
I saw
keeping
this.
us
I saw
occupied.
this tweet, and it was like, honestly, what did we ever talk about before coronavirus?
Yeah, that's a good
I was
question.
like, I don't know, because that's been a topic of conversation for like weeks now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
it's
has
true.
been. It's been like 3
really
weeks.
has.
But other
I
than
don't
that, we've
remember
got
anything else.
sports. And Andre, what do you think of Tom Brady getting out of there?
I guess I'm not a football fan, but outside looking in, it's, I guess, a little overdue.
Yeah.
Change the scenery.
Yeah.
It's time.
Yeah. I think he did it mostly for the state income tax. The fact that time and time
That's what
again,
he says.
yeah. Well, time and time again, I watching as a Patriots fan have seen him go and take less money for the season so that we can get the pieces we need to win a Super Bowl or go really far or something. So I think it was his time to go get paid. It was time for him to go make some money elsewhere in the league. And I think, settling down in Florida is fine for him at this point.
I think the best part about this whole thing is that the Patriots are going to be so bad now.
Oh, you would think so, but I disagree. They wouldn't let Tommy. They wouldn't let
hot
Tommy.
take.
They wouldn't let Tommy touchdown go without a plan in place. And I got to be honest with you. I think if we can get Jacoby Brissett back under center, or a decent pocket passer who's got some escapability, we are so fine. The Patriots are so fine. It's okay. We're
But
gonna be
all
all
of the-
good.
I don't know. NFL's going to be crazy next year.
Yeah.
Everything's going to be just so different.
Well, and it's probably going to be the first sports season to come back. You know, it's probably going to be like
yeah.
the first sports season to come back because I think they're saying this is
If
going to last
things-
all summer.
If it doesn't last all summer, then NHL will probably finish out their season. But if it does, it will probably be the first year.
Or baseball. Baseball will start actually before that.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
baseball will start up. So it'll be baseball and then football. So, but football's the one that everybody's waiting on. Everyone's excited for football. Right, Andre?
My dad's been watching a bunch of 30 for 30s, just like.
That's what
trying
I've been
to-
doing. That was another good recommendation we were gonna make. 30 for 30s. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Those
Yeah.
things will make me cry.
Yeah. I've been
Hmm.
I've been looking for sports in any form to give me something. Please, sports. I've been throwing the tennis ball for Charlie with the lacrosse stick just to keep it in my hand, you know. Got to keep those stick skills up. But
Yeah.
I realized I never did a history fact of the day. So I'll hit it with
Oh, yeah, do it.
Oh,
I'll hit us with 1918. The Bolsheviks of the newly formed Soviet Union asked for American aid in rebuilding their army. So after the Bolshevik Revolution in October of 1918, in October of 1917, they fought a year-long war. Stalin's forces did against the loyalist forces who were loyal to the Tsar and the way that Russia had been run. And it was ridiculously bloody. It was much like the American Civil War, where it was regions against regions, and it ended with communism. Yay for Russia.
yay.
Russia really
Sully.
came out on top there, and it's worked
Have
out
you-
well for them. What's up?
I started watching this thing on Hulu. It's called Drunk History. Have you ever watched it?
Oh, I
Drunk
love
History
Drunk
is very
History.
funny. I got to get my Hulu password from my sister because Drunk
Well,
History
here-
is a good one.
If you give me HBO, I'll give you Hulu.
Ooh.
Are we working deals
Better
right here on
trade.
the pod?
Yes, we are.
Oh my. Andre, you got anything you want to throw in the pot? You got any streaming services you want to give up for other streaming services?
No.
No. What you been doing to keep busy, my guy? Let's hear it from you.
Just editing videos, making
Yeah.
beats, filming videos, coming up with new
Okay.
ideas for songs, graphics, and also really just
Mhm.
planning a lot. Really
Yeah.
in my head, just really. Because for the future, what I'm trying to do is start my own business. And
Exactly.
Such, just getting everything, what I need in order, and what I'm trying to do correctly in bounds, at least in the planning stages. So when
Yeah.
I get the resources and time,
You can fully commit. Yeah. I feel that. That's a smart move. Use this free time to your advantage. That's kind of what we've all been saying we've been doing. You know, I've been focusing on creativity, that kind of thing. I've been writing and I've been planning podcasts in my head. I just haven't had the Roadcaster until today, but now I'm probably going to record this one and then one of my own after if I can. But yeah, this is the right steps for all of us to be taking. I think don't just sit back, kind of focus on how to better yourself as a person. A lot of people are playing their
Mhm.
instruments, that kind of thing. It's great.
I have been
Yeah.
doing that a lot. I have
Yeah.
been doing that. I never get to play the guitar when I'm at school because, I mean, I could, but, like, I don't like other people hearing me. I don't know. And so I've been doing that a lot since I've been home.
Yeah. Well, Anne, you should just play.
Yeah.
Play to your heart's content. Let
Oh,
it
I
out of
will.
your soul. Yeah. Andre, I figured
play
out the
forever.
buttons and what they do. I'm pretty sure this is the clapping one, isn't it? No. Wait. No, that's
Laughs.
laughs. Which one's clapping?
yellow.
Yellow. Yellow. Yeah. All right. There you go, Anne. Just play to your heart's content. I guess I didn't figure out the buttons. I thought I did. The one below it is crickets, though. I know that.
Yeah.
So I'll just wait for Mary to make a joke.
Just wait for someone to say something awkward and then just click it.
Cricket it.
Oh, I was wrong. I was wrong again.
No.
All All right, I'm not as good at this as I thought I was like 2 seconds ago. I've been humbled. I've been humbled by the
takes time.
machine.
It's gonna be an interesting 4 weeks for you.
Yeah, I know. That's why Andre's here today. He's graciously taking time from his schedule of planning and everything to come out here and show me how to use the Rodecaster. I got it figured out for the most part. You know, I Bluetoothed up to it. I got us recording on all of that stuff, but I just I need to know what to do with it once it's been recorded, which is the part that
I think you just
unaware.
adjust the SD card. I have no idea.
Yeah,
Oh, thanks, Ann.
Out and put it in the computer and upload it and then edit it and then.
I don't think we're going to need to edit anything. This has been just pure money. He just raised his eyebrows. I think this has been pure money. I don't know. For a hodgepodge collection of hosts, I think we're getting along fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is fun.
Yeah, this has been a good little podcast to bring to the people, to let them know that we cannot be stopped.
Everything will be okay.
Yeah, you
That's all.
can't.
Yeah.
You can't hold
It
us
will.
Peace students down. We will get our voice out there to the 7 of you who listen.
To all 7 of you, it will be okay.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
Just stay at home with your milk and toilet paper and be fine. You'll be okay. What do you think of the whole mass hysteria buying, Andre? What's your take on that?
It's all part of the plan that the higher ups are trying to do to make people lose their minds so they can
Mhm.
feed their money back into the system of
Yes.
this sad economy. I say sad economy because the paper isn't backed by anything, so it just means nothing. So they can give us, even though they said they're going to give us like $1,000. I mean, they could did that like 5 months ago,
Exactly.
and they give us more if they really want to because it's nothing.
yeah.
Just paper.
It's not even paper. It's numbers on a computer screen. That's what I tweeted the other day. I was like, a lot of numbers are flying around from computer screen to computer screen that aren't really backed by anything. And that's a concerning
No.
thought to have. But, at least our generation is starting to realize that, because it used to be when you printed money, it was because somebody gave you gold for it. And now it's just because somebody sent you digits through a computer that said that they have the gold. So,
Like the paper
Right.
it just has like value in our head.
yeah, exactly.
It has no actual value.
Like this morning, it was unbelievable. But the lacrosse team I've been coaching for, the moms all got together because they know that my fiance and I have no income currently, and they sent me $500 because it was going to be it was going to be my end of the season present from them, was going to be like some gift cards and meals and stuff like that. But they all got together and were like, he needs the cash now, and so they sent me.
Yeah.
They just sent me $500, and I was like, this is more than Logan and I make in a week. You guys don't understand, like, just how much this is. And they were like, they just did it. They just all got together this morning and were like, he's really struggling. Let's send him $500. And I mean, the school that I coach for, it's $22K a year to go there. And that's for kindergartners all the way up through 12th grade. It doesn't matter how old you are. You still pay that $22K. But I mean, it's still mind-boggling to me that people have that much money to just throw around. And I mean, obviously throwing money at your kids' education is worthwhile, especially considering that they do only get the best of the best when it comes to their education and coaching and stuff like that. And yes, that is me humbly calling myself a good coach, but still, I mean, it is it makes sense when you think about it, but at the same time, just to have that much money to throw at something like that,
that's crazy.
that
The
a lot of
owner
people
the bar,
get for free.
Yeah. The owner of the bar that I work at, she wrote us all, like, each of her staff members $200, like a $200 check.
so
for
That's so
owning out
sweet. Yeah.
because we weren't going to be able to work. And
Well,
so,
that's really nice of him.
yeah.
That is an upside of this whole thing. Like, I have noticed that people collectively are kind of being more generous towards each other, and like it's kind of bringing out the good side of humanity.
Well, well, that's the thing. It's both by force, and also it's if there's the good side of you, it comes out. If there is not a good side of you, that very much comes out. Like the people who are hoarding the toilet paper to the point where, you know, an old woman who goes down and gets a 4-pack of toilet paper every week can't get her 4-pack of toilet paper and she's breaking down in the aisles. That's just like pathetic. You know, as a country, we should be doing much better. As a world, we should be doing much better there. But like,
well, what is this world about? As we talked about before.
Oh, Andre, cream, baby.
Dollar
Yep.
bills, all about money.
Yep.
That's all people care about.
Cash rules everything around me for Mary and Ann, in case you weren't aware. Cream. That's what Andre and I have said. Cream. Cash rules everything around me. We've been talking since the beginning about it. But yeah, no, I do think the mass hysteria is their way of trying to inflate the economy a little more because things are down. Yeah. And then, I mean, the $1,000, like you said, that's just digits on a computer screen. They could have been sent that out. Exactly. It's just like,
we could print it ourselves if we wasn't
exactly.
working for the government.
Exactly. It shows a lot of things that could have been done from home and that could have been done very easily. Like a lot of people could have been helping people, but just weren't because they weren't pressed to. And now they are, and they're like, well, if I don't help, I'm going to look like the bad guy. So they help. And it's just like, you know, I mean, if you really think of it, it's crazy that it took a national pandemic or an international pandemic to show us what humanity should be like in terms of helping people, and also to show who's the real clowns and who aren't, like the people who went on spring break and the people who are down there hoarding toilet paper. I know you saw that video. Yeah, I retweeted it. I know you saw that video. I retweeted it. Did you got Twitter, right, Andre?
I had to get off Twitter.
Yeah.
I still have it, but I had to log out of my main accounts because it was just, it's so much.
I don't follow any news sources anymore except for the AP News because they're pretty straightforward.
It's just so much this and some correct information, but it's just so
That's
much.
why I follow AP. The AP dude, they cut right through it. The red and white logo has nothing to do with what side they lean on because they just literally are straight down the middle facts. I love the AP News. It's the one that I trust on everything because they're almost always first on my Twitter feed, and they're like 99% of the time they've been factually perfect. So I'm pretty comfortable
never get
with
real
that.
Numbers though.
Oh, I know. Yeah, but I don't know. I appreciate y'all joining me. Is there anything else y'all wanted to discuss today while we've got the mics plugged in and we're recording? Anything on the top of your heads?
I don't know. I think we covered a lot of bases.
Just a quick point. It's funny that times like this kind of bring out, so to speak, the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Because in order to bring out the real truth, it has to be like trauma, and we're going through trauma right now as a society. So you got to realize that. Now you're going to see the truth in something that you never thought would be if this didn't happen. So just keep that in mind.
Exactly. Well, those are some wise words from Andre. Let's all just take a breath collectively. Our 7 listeners and Andre, Mary, and I will take a breath and just hang out. You know, let it pass, let the storm pass. But don't forget the lessons it's taught us. You know, when you go to work for somebody, I know, Andre, you want to be a boss in the future. If I ever come to work for you, I'm going to ask you, what did you do for your employees during the corona? And you're going to be like, bro, we recorded a podcast. You know I didn't have the company then. And I'm going to be like, I don't care. What did you do for your employees during the coronavirus? Because those are the kinds of questions you got to ask future employers now. This is the kind of thing that you should look at as a benchmark. If they didn't do anything, you don't want to work there because they truly don't care about you. You're just a cog in their wheel.
But it's not a job for them to care about you. It's just business. It's business.
I know, Andre, that's the capitalist thing. Business. I know. But at this, well, no, I mean, if
not saying you can't care about somebody.
Yes, I know, but
it's business.
Well, but that's the thing. I'm saying if you are a shrewd businessman who is a hardline businessman only, maybe that makes you happy and you're like, good, I'm glad they won't care about me in times of corona because I am a shrewd businessman who understands the bottom line margins. So, you know, that might make you happy. But if you're like me and you want somebody to care about you in times of crisis, then ask that of your next employer.
This is really showing.
But you know what's worse than that, though?
Like,
what?
Fake caring about you.
Yes, fake caring about you is worse than that. Yeah, which is something that's kind of funny because, like, places that I bought, like, one taco from 30 years ago, before I was born, 7 years before I was born when I bought that taco, or they're emailing me like, hey, we just want you to know we care about you during these times. And it's like, man, what? I bought one thing from you like 20 years ago. What is this? Yeah, so there's plenty of stuff like that where companies are just hopping on the bandwagon of, hey, we care about you, but we really don't. And then, I mean, Logan's Restaurant is doing pretty well. They put together a GoFundMe, and there's places out there like that. But yeah, it shows who is who and what is what. Cream.
Right.
All sorts of great rap lyrics apply to everything going on right now. But yeah, I guess, I don't know, we're at 40 minutes. It's a good long episode. I think
Yeah.
we brought some fun to the people, and hopefully your 2 days as well. Mary, thank you for joining us.
Honestly, it's just like such a relief, just talking to you guys.
I know. Next week we'll have Alex and hopefully Caitlin back too. And Mary, you can call in because it's not too hard. I think we can get up to like 20 people to call in.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
But it's just going to be a big powwow.
it is.
I would
it
love
is.
to be on it again.
Yeah.
It was fun.
And I've got
Mary,
some
you
other
can help
hosts
me
coming
next
up.
year, too.
Oh yeah, Mary.
Yeah,
Actually, you know what? That's a good way of looking at this. We could get some people together who can be on it for next year, and because Ann will be taking over next year because she's a sophomore, so she'll be running the pod.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that, Ann. I might have found you a co-host.
Wow.
All right, y'all. Well, I appreciate you coming to talk today. Well, I guess not coming, but like sitting at home
Listening
to talk
listening
today.
to what we have to say.
Andre came to be live in person. Thank you. He's wearing a green shirt, just so y'all know. He's looking fresh today in his green
Looking
shirt.
fresh. Go Pacers.
Exactly. Can't keep us down. I'm wearing a SAC shirt, which is the student athlete
Athletic. Advisory
student
committee?
athlete advisory committee. SAC.
Oh,
Yep.
that.
Yeah, big SAC. All right. Okay. I'll talk to y'all
All right.
later. All right.
All right. Peace out.
Peace out, everyone. That's been the first episode where I've been the unbridled host. All right. Y'all have a good day. Much love to the world. Everybody stay safe out there. And we are out.